finished up your How to Persuasive Writing, where you're trying to teach other people how to make the planet a better place by listening to your opinion and ideas. We're going to spend a little bit of time today editing our work. So I've got my work right here that I worked on, and we're going to dive a little bit into the editing process. I'm going to show you how to reread and make sure that your work is exactly what you want it to do, and then, or what you want it to be, and then I'm going to go in and show you how to erase and correct some of your mistakes. So I know all of you guys have been really working hard and following the rules of Writer's Workshop. So if you have been following the rules of Writer's Workshop, then you know that when you're turned around, and remember I'm using a marker, but only so that you could see it a little bit better. When you're turned around and your marker is on the writing side or your pencil is on the writing side, then you're writing, you're working the whole time. When you turn it around to the other end, which yours should be an eraser, like this, then that's your editing tool, right? To help you make sure that you're editing your work, okay? So I am going to look back at mine and read back through this and make sure that I didn't make any mistakes that I want to correct. So it says my name at the top, how to throw trash away at the beach. I've got my materials, small trash bag. Step 1, bring a trash bag to the beach. Tie your bag to something. I feel really good about this. I've got my picture. Maybe I should label the beach because I didn't even do that in my picture. Do you see how when you go back and edit, you might find something that you missed? So I'm going to label beach. There's the beach. I feel pretty good. I've got everything else labeled. Remember, those labels are so important when you're editing. You want to make sure that you have labels because one of our things for that how-to writing was to make sure that we had a detailed and labeled picture so that somebody reading this knows exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, moving on to edit. Step 2, throw your trash in the small bag. Well, I feel pretty good about that. I see a period. I see a capital letter. All the other letters are lowercase. Now, looking at my label, I've labeled the umbrella. Ooh, I didn't label the beach again, so maybe I'll do that. Beach. Throw that in there too, just like I did on my last one. And I've labeled a wrapper, a tie, small trash bag, orange peel chair, plastic water bottle. I feel like pretty good. That's a good detailed label picture so that people know what I'm talking about. Now, editing step 3. Take your trash bag to a big can on the way home. Love it. I've got my period. I see the pier that people are walking down. Steps. I labeled the beach in this one. Then small trash bag and big can. Awesome. I feel pretty good about that labeled picture. Great. So I have now completely edited my work. I can put a stamp of approval on it and say that it is all done. It is good to go. You never want to skip this editing step because you never know when you're going to see a sentence that you forgot a period or that you forgot to put a capital letter. And remember, if you're finding that there are tons and tons of mistakes in your work, you can always take this one and make this your sloppy copy and rewrite it on another piece of paper. You're not doing any more work because you've already done all the work to write out your thoughts. You're just making sure that it is really, really readable to anybody that comes across. So this is in pencil, which is why I wrote the last one in marker. So you're going to have to lean a little bit closer to the screen to see it. But I want you guys to see how to erase and edit. So this sentence is supposed to say, muffins are my favorite treat. Okay, so that's the sentence that I wanted to write. Now, when I go back and read it, I'm going to make sure, I'm going to turn to my editing side, right? And I'm going to read, hey, Does that sound like muffins? No. I think that first sound is right, so I'm going to leave that, but I'm going to erase the rest and do Who makes an sound? Up the umbrella. Muffin. Who Who makes that? N. Yep. S. Muffins. Okay, so now I've got s. Now, when you guys come across a word in your writing that's hard for you to read, that you stretched out, that's a good clue that you need to go back and reread that word and edit, because maybe you left out a letter that would help it make it so much easier for you to read. So I've got muffins are my favorite. Oh my gosh. Is are my favorite one word? No. Oh, I've got to erase that whole thing because I forgot to put space in there. Okay. I'm going to do R, and I know R because I watched that Arthur R video and I saw the vowel sealing robots. My's that sight word, right? Oh, I might run out of room for this word. I might have to erase a little bit more. Okay, see, I had to erase a little bit more because I didn't leave enough space. So I'm going to have to erase and move my sentence a little bit over. Now I'm going to stretch out the word a, v, or. Oh my gosh, who's that? Orville, or. Favor it. And then I'm going to leave a space. Who's that blend? E. Who says E? Mr. E, and then he's out walking with somebody, so I could do Mr. E's brother or Mr. A. I'm going to do Mr. A. Treat, period. Muffins are my favorite treat. Do you see how I had to edit and make sure that that sentence worked together? Let's do one more. Okay, so I did this one in marker so that you could see a little bit better if the last one was tricky for you. This says, do not leave trash. Okay, I'm going to edit it with a red marker, and then I'm going to come down to this line and rewrite it again. This is going to be my sloppy copy line, okay? So the first word, do, I think that is right. That is one of our sight words that we've been working on. So do, and I made sure that was a capital D, so that's perfect. This is supposed to be the word not. Oh my goodness, what did I leave out? That first sound. So I'm going to make an X through this, and over the top I'm going to write n, t. That way when I rewrite it down on the next line, I know that I'm going to write that word and not that word. This says leave trash. Oh, what do you guys notice? How many words is leave trash? It's 2 words, and this is just 1 word. So I definitely need that space in between. And then for leave, I wrote it L-F, left. What? I made a mistake. So I'm going to stretch out that word again to make sure that I've spelled it correctly. O-E. Who do you guys hear? Mr. E. And then we could either do Mr. E's brother or Mr. A. I'm going to do Mr. A again. Leave. Leave. Okay, so now I've stretched out all the sounds. Leave, leave. And I wrote t-ass, tass. Is that how you spell trash? No, so I'm going to X out that one too and write tr. Ooh, that's a blend. Which blend is that? T-R, yeah, tur, ah. Who makes that sound? Annie Apple. Shh. Oh, yeah, that's Sammy Snake and Harry Hatman. And then what do I need at the end of my sentence? A period. I had totally forgotten that period. So now I have completely edited this sentence, and I've made all of these corrections so that this is so much better for my readers. I'm going to come down to this sentence and write it like I need to. I'm going to make sure, oh, I almost left off a letter on my real copy. I need to make sure that I leave that space, and I'm going to write this word that I sounded out, not. Going to make sure I leave a space. I'm going to write this word that I re-stretched out, leave. And then last, I'm going to write this word, trash. And since I had already stretched out all of those words, I didn't have to stretch them out again when I was writing my sentence. And now I'm going to make sure that I put that period there at the end. Okay? I'm not done though. I still need to turn my eraser around and reread again, just to make sure that it's exactly like I want it. Do not leave trash. Yep, I feel really good about that. Okay, you super writers. So writing is so much fun, and I'm loving how you guys at home are getting really into your writing, like with your Mo Willem stories and with your persuasive writing and with your how-tos to show people how to make a change for the better on the planet. So it's also really, really important that you edit them. And I know that it's really frustrating to go back and look through your work and find all of these mistakes and have to write it again. But as writers, we don't get frustrated by that. We say in our heads, yes, this is going to make my writing better so that other people are able to read it easier and they want to pick up my writing. Okay? So right now, take a deep breath in through your nose and let it out through your mouth, and go edit that writing with a smile on your face, thinking that your writing is going to be easier for everybody to read. Good luck today, super writers. Enjoy editing your work.